Hello and welcome back to Attingham Park for episode number 9. So, today, as you can probably tell from the setup in front of us, we are harvesting both maize fields. Both of them are now ready to harvest. I have purchased this pottinger, which it nicely mounts on the front of the tractor, which means it's been a cheaper option than purchasing a normal forage harvester. This was 38,000 to purchase, and obviously we can mount it on the front of the tractor while having a trailer on the back. And it means as well that we haven't got to keep taking this on and off as well all the time, which is really good. So yeah, we've got both fields today to harvest. This is the smaller one out of the two. This is the first cornfield that we purchased, so both of them are ready now to harvest. So the silage clamp that I installed off screen in the previous episode, that's where we'll be putting all of the fresh maize. So we'll hop into the tractor. I've made a little start just to make sure it's all working and whatnot. And there we go. So yeah, it's obviously going to take us a bit of time to harvest these fields, but with the money situation at the moment, you know, it's the only way we really could have done it, to be honest. So but yeah, off screen as well, I did mow both grass fields. They're both mowed now, and I put them in the silage bunker at the BGA, so that is now fermenting, which is good. Yes, obviously it's going to take a bit of harvest in this field, but I think it was the best way we were going to be able to do this, to be honest, to harvest this field, or to harvest both fields, mind. And then obviously when we get a bit of money in the future, we'll obviously buy a bigger forage harvester. You know, I'd almost say that it's probably going to be more worthwhile purchasing a bigger forest harvester than a normal grain harvester, to be fair. So but yeah, both fields should yield quite well. This is in preparation for when we want to get some older beef cows, because they'll obviously, in their mixed ration, they'll need a maize silage in that. So but yeah, I did off screen as well sort out the arable field which we harvested in the last episode. That's now grass field, and I have made it into a cattle pasture, so that will hold 50 cows in that pasture. So there we go. Just want to try and harvest these corners so we can turn as much as possible. Like this is what I'm going for. There we go. But yeah, we own this trailer as well. I thought it was worthwhile in purchasing this trailer. So this is the SF16 version, same as the grain trailer we've got. This has got the silage sides on, so we're just coming up to nearly full. There we go. We'll turn this off and fold it all up, and just like that we can now go back to the farm and unload this full trailer load. 11.3 tons is what we've got in this trailer, so I think it equates to about 33,000 litres, I think, is in this trailer. So obviously be a bit of weight in this trailer as well. But yeah, I just thought this would be quite an easy way just to harvest 2 fields. A lot of people will say, you know, I probably could have just leased a forage harvester and I've done it quickly, but you know, the thing is with this is we own this whole setup, we own this, and I haven't got to keep attaching and detaching trailers. So when we get a lot more fields, like if I've got 5 or 6 maize fields and they're all quite big ones, then that's probably, you know, when we can look at getting a forage harvester, and it's worthwhile getting a forage harvester. But for the time being, I think this setup will do. So yeah, that's our new cow field just there. I think it looks quite good. Right, so we'll just pull in here. Cursor back up. So yeah, this is where we're going to be dumping it all. Right, so when we've done a few trailer loads in here, I'll hire a wheel loader and we'll compact it down a bit, but we'll get 3 or 4 loads in yet before we need to do that at least. So nearly back at the field, so we'll get set up and we'll get another load. Second maize load of the day. So we're just coming into the yard with our second load. We'll tip this on the other side of the pit. And when we come with the third load, we'll tip it in the middle. Like so. Lovely job. So yeah, what I'm going to do is, it is going to take a while to get the field harvested. So what I'll do is I'll crack on and get it finished. But obviously we have got 2 fields to do, but I'll crack on and get the first one finished, and we'll come back then when I've got it all harvested and everything in the pit, and we'll see how much we've got off the first field. Right, so we're just finishing off the last little bits of the field. It's not it's done pretty well yield wise, this field, to be honest. And I mean the other field, the bigger field out of the 2, I think that's be 3 times bigger than this field. So if we've got a lot off this field, then we'll really get a lot off the other one. So I think it might have been about 270,000 litres, I think we got last time I checked, a couple of loads back. So, but there we go. That is this field all harvested. Obviously, at a later date, we'll have to come back and plough it up. Both fields will need ploughing after we've harvested them. So that's another job for a later date. But yeah, we'll head back for the last trailer load of that field. Here we go. So we're just backing up. What have we got? We've got, yeah, 273,000 at the moment. And then whatever we put in now, which is gonna put us up to 294,000, which I think is pretty good going off the first field. That's really, really good. So, and like I say, the second field is definitely, I'd say, 3 times bigger than the one we've just done. So yeah, 1 field down, 1 more to go. So we'll head over and get that field harvested. Here we go. We're just arriving at the field now. It's obviously, like I said, it's considerably larger than the first field we harvested. Get all set up. And there we go. We'll crack on with this field. I mean, fingers crossed, we should be able to fit this all in the one clamp. But if not, I might end up leaving it and harvesting it as a grain corn crop later down the line. Obviously, as it stands at the moment, I I haven't got any free silage bunkers after that one is full, so that's yeah, that's what we'll have to do with that. But I mean, fingers crossed, I think it should all hopefully go in, so we'll try our very best at least to get it to all go in. Right, so welcome back. We're just finishing off the field. It has taken a long time to do this field. Obviously, we're in getting into the evening now in game. But yeah, it's it's taken quite a while with this. But we got there. We got there. As well, I have only just about fit all the chaff in that silage bunker. I think yeah, any more we would have really struggled to get it all in, so yeah, we've been ever so lucky with that. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll head back with the last bit, and I'll show you how much we have ended up with. It is pretty much filled to the brim, the silage bunker. You wouldn't really. I mean, you could perhaps fit one more full trailer load in, but I think that would be probably pushing it quite a lot, to be honest. So, I mean, in terms of now, we now know that both these fields is enough to fill that silage bunker up, so we don't really need to worry about getting another maize field to make sure we've got enough maize silage. We've definitely got enough maize silage now for when we get some older cattle, or when our current ones are a lot older. But yeah, we have at the moment, we've got in here, it was definitely over 1 million at least, so it is it is filled to the brim. It is filled to the brim. We'll chuck this last bit in. Like so, and then we'll compact it. There we go. Yeah, it's it's been a long old day. I think in terms of fields for silage wise, we probably need more grass fields for grass silage, but I think judging from this today, maize silage we're absolutely fine for. I mean, this is going to last us quite a long while. This will last us quite a while, this will. See if we can get any up here. Don't think we will be able to, because it's filled. It is filled to the brim. Just want to make sure there's nothing spilling out the front. The lights on, be a bit easier. I think we're probably going to be alright. Right. And then all that is left to do is blanket it. There we go. Got it all in as well, which is nice. So there we have it. That is our maize solids now fermenting. So I think, judging from what how how I've got things set up now, I think I'm probably going to keep these cattle until they're all. I'm going to keep them all the way through now to when they actually are ready to sell as beef cattle, and we'll keep this shed for the older type of cattle. So we'll probably end up selling these at about 20, 22 months old. Might go to 24. We'll have to see what price wise they are, but that's probably around about what the age I'm gonna sell them at. And then in terms of cattle which will go in this shed in the future, it's probably going to be, we'll go on here, probably going to be these 18-month-old cattle. That's probably what I'm going to go with, or at least definitely we're going to keep going with those ones. And I think I'll change the mixes, and I will go with the older mix for these two, and then we'll go for the younger mix with this one. I think it's probably what I'm going to do. We'll change the mix up, but yeah, the pasture just up here, this pasture just here, is what I'm going to put the young stock in. We've got a capacity of 50, so we're going to put 50 of the £300 ones in here, which I think the fee is the transport, so they're going to cost us about 15 grand to put in here. So I think that's probably what I'll do, is put 50 in here, younger ones, and that's what we'll do in the future. We'll have the younger cattle out grazing in the field, and the older type of cattle we'll have in the sheds. I think when I've got the other cow farm, which is just down here, I think that I will keep as the 12-month-old ones. We'll have a lot of 12-month-old ones down there. And then we'll have the older 18-month-old ones up here. So then we're sort of closer to the sell point as well, in a way. And then I think this yard up here, possibly what I might do, it might have a few cattle up here, but I think this is mainly, I'm going to keep as an arable yard up here, because you've got the real big arable fields up here, and it's obviously surrounded by a lot more arable fields. You've got a few down here, but I think that's probably what I'll do, is keep that arable yard. So I keep that yard as an arable yard, and sort of have the cattle operation down here. But yes, as the moon rises, nearly 8 o'clock in the evening here, that is going to be today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, please hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel as well, please consider hitting that subscribe button as well. It'd be much appreciated, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Bye guys.